Hello dear learners, welcome to the Ruchika Smart e-learning classes. Oh my god, who was there? Oh, what a beautiful dress. I think so I have seen you somewhere. Get out of my class. Hello, good morning. Oh, do you know Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of our country? The CM is going to address the state at 8 p.m. today. Hi. So I have said some sentences now. If you have realized, I was conversing with someone and I have said some sentences. Now, when we talk in our everyday life, when we talk with someone, we use some group of words. Now, that word is the very basic unit of a language. So, when we are talking, we use words. Now, what are words going to do? Words are the magic of a language. When these words are put into a proper structure, which gives you a complete meaning, when you understand a meaning of something, when this is added into a proper structure, then that is known as a sentence. Let's go see. A group of words arranged in a proper structure which gives a complete sense is known as a sentence. The group of words which is arranged in a proper structure which gives a complete sense. Now, if I can say eat, sit, sleep. Now, these are also a group of words. Now, this is not arranged in a proper structure. Eat, sit, sleep. We can understand from these words about eating, we are talking about sleeping, we are talking about sitting. Now, from these words, we cannot understand who is doing what kind of activity in that words. Now, when we write a sentence, we have to arrange those words in a proper structure and it has to give us a complete sense. It has to express an idea. It has to give a statement. Like I said, the CM of the state is going to address at 8 p.m. today. Now, I am declaring, I am giving a statement. When I would be exclaiming something, I am very surprised at something. I'll be exclaiming something. Now, that also falls under the category of a sentence. When I'll be asking a question, how are you doing? I'll be putting a question mark at the end of that sentence. How are you doing? Now, these all are considered into or falls into the category of sentences. Always remember, I would repeat once again, a group of words which is arranged in a proper structure which gives a complete sense by expressing an idea, by giving a statement, by exclaiming something or by asking a question. Okay. Now, let's see what are the categories of sentences and what are the structure of sentences. So, whenever we write a sentence, always remember this first letter, the starting letter of the sentence is going to take a capital letter. It can end with a full stop. It can end with a question mark when a question is asked. It can end with an exclamation mark when we utter some sudden feelings. I'll repeat once again. When we ask a question, we'll put a question mark. When we declare something or when we assert something, we give a statement, we'll be putting a full stop at the end of the sentence. When we be showing our sudden feelings, we would be putting an exclamation mark. So, for example, I have written over here, Ram is playing cricket with his friends. Now, the Ram is the name of a boy. Okay, he is the subject. Is playing cricket, he is doing some kind of activity in the sentence. And what is that activity? He is playing. With whom? He is playing with his friends. Now, very well you can see these words, Ram is playing cricket with his friends is arranged in a proper structure. If we say Ram cricket playing friends with his is, now that is not a sentence. So this Ram is playing cricket with his friends is a sentence. Next, let's go to the second example. Sonia loves to dance in the rain. Now it is raining outside. A girl named Sonia, she loves to dance in the rain. So an activity is going on in the sentence. We can see some kind of action in both these sentences. If you can see, playing is an action over here, whereas dance is an action, as well as love is also an action over here. Alright. So Sonia loves to dance in the rain. Sonia likes to dance in the rain. So some action is going on, and these words are also arranged in a proper structure. Now let us come to know what is a structure of a simple sentence. How can we write a simple sentence? And what are the parts of a sentence? So if we see the structure of a sentence, we can see I have written subject plus verb plus object. Now subject plus verb plus object is the type of a sentence. So there are 4 parts of a sentence. Okay, what is the 4 parts of a sentence? Come on, let us know over here. The first one is our subject. As you know, the subject is the part of that sentence we are speaking about. It can be a person, it can be a place, it can be any animal, or it can be about anything. So subject is the main part of the sentence which tells us what is that person, where is that place, what is that animal, or what is that thing which is going to do some activity in the sentence. That is our subject. Always remember, the subject is the main part of the sentence. Next is our verb. That is also a main part of our sentence. Without a verb, a sentence is never completed. We cannot form a sentence without a verb. And what is a verb? Verb is the action word, or the word which shows some kind of action, some kind of movements, or some kind of motions in the entire sentence. If you see over here, Ram is playing football. Now Ram is our subject and playing is our verb. That action is going on in the sentence. We'll see what is the object. Now object is also a part of the sentence which receives the action of the subject. The subject is going to do some kind of action, or the subject is going to show some kind of movement which is going to fall on the object. The thing on which the action falls is our object. Like over here, if you can see, the football is our object. Ram is our subject. Ram is playing with what? The Ram is playing with a football. So the object is the one in the sentence which receives the action of the sentence. Now, when the verb and the object is added, or when the verb plus our object gives us our predicate, you might have heard about in your day-to-day English classes or in your English languages, your teachers might have said you this. So there are 2 parts of sentences, one is subject and one is predicate. So subject is the one which holds the main part of the sentence, the one who is doing the action, the doer. Okay? And predicate is that part of the sentence which tells us what the subject is doing in the entire part, what the subject is doing in the entire sentence, what kind of action, who is taking that action. So our verb and our object comprises of our predicate. Now let us go to, I had said you in the earlier few minutes, I was telling some questions, I was asking you some questions, I was telling about some scenic beauty, I was declaring something. Now those type of sentences are also falls under the types of sentences, right? What are the types of sentences? What can we understand from the very types of sentences? So sentences are basically of 4 types: declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence and exclamatory sentences. What do you mean by declarative sentence? You can see over here, declarative sentences. Declarative sentence, as the word suggests, declarative. You have to declare something, you have to give a statement, you have to describe something. Okay? When you give your opinion on something, you are giving a statement. For example, I'll tell you, declarative sentences are like when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said that I'll be addressing the nation at 8 p.m. today. Now that is a declaration. Okay? I went to Pantaloons today. Now that is a statement I'm making. I had slept till 10 a.m. in the morning. Now that is a declaration, that's a statement I'm giving. So when the term declarative sentences come, it means to express an opinion or make a statement or describe something. It ends with a full stop. Now declarative sentences ends with a full stop. When I'm declaring something, when I'm giving a statement to you, I would end that sentence with a full stop. For example, I have written over here, I want to be a good teacher. Now that is a statement, that is a personal statement I'm giving, that I am interested in teaching and I want to be a very good teacher. So at the end I'll put a full stop over here. Okay, and if you can see, the starting letter starts with a capital letter of the sentence. Next sentence, New Delhi is the capital of India. Now that is a statement, no one can change this. So New Delhi has started with the capital letter N and it is what? The capital of India. Okay, India is a proper noun, so it has started with I as capital with a full stop at the end. If you can see, there is a full stop at the end, which shows that this is a declarative sentence. There is a statement been given in this sentence. Now let's go to the second types of sentence, that is interrogative sentences. What do you mean by interrogative sentence? As you see the term interrogative, this interrogation, the police interrogates the criminal. You must have come across this term interrogative. So what is interrogative? It asks a question. Okay? When you ask a question to someone, it falls under the category of interrogative and it ends with a question mark. Always remember, when you ask a question, that question is going to end with a question mark at the end of the sentence. When you complete that sentence, you are going to put a question mark at the end. Only then we can know that a question is being asked. For example, where do you live? Now there, after this, if you see, where is taking a capital W and at the end I have put a question mark. Now I'll be asking someone, where does that person live? Okay, I'll be asking you, where do you live? The next one, what is your name? Now what? W takes a capital one and at the end there is a question mark, like what is your name? Tumhara naam kya hai? Okay, so these are the type when we ask questions, we have to put a question mark at the end. So declarative sentences take a full stop at the end and interrogative sentences take a question mark at the end of the sentence. Both of it starts with a capital letter. Next, a type of sentences is imperative. What is an imperative? Imperative means our mood. Sometimes I'm very angry, sometimes I'm sad. When I am the boss, I'll give a command or an order. Okay, when I'm the employee, I'll give a request. I'll be putting up a request. Now that is our mood, that is our imperative, that these all things falls under our imperative sentences. Now what is an imperative sentence? The sentences which you come across which makes a request. I'll be making a request. Please can I come in? Now that's a request I'm making to you. Or if I'm the boss over here, I'll give a command or I'll give an order or I'll ask for an entreaty. If I'll give a command like get out, fetch me a glass of water. Okay, now in my office someone is creating problem. I will give that person an order of going out of the office or going out of the room. If I'll give a command to someone to give me a glass of water, that's a command I'm giving you, fetch me a glass of water. So imperative sentences also ends with a full stop. Remember, the imperative sentences ends with a full stop. Like, please give me a glass of water. Now this is a request I'm making to you with the word please. And you can see over here the sentence starts with a capital P, ends with a full stop. Get out of the class. Now I'm angry with someone and that person is, I am ordering, I'm commanding that person to get out of the class. Right? So the G of here gets a capital G and the class also at the end has a full stop. Next, we will go to the last form, that is the exclamatory sentences. What do you mean by exclamatory sentences? It expresses, suppose I am into a very good mood. My sudden emotions, my emotions are going to overflow. It happens in time when you get a surprise. It happens when you are excessively happy or you are very sad. So you exclaim something and those moments are your overflowing with all of the type of emotions. So exclamatory sentences are, it expresses overflow of emotions which can be of happiness. You are very happy, you have got a surprise and you are into a wonder. Oh my God, what a beautiful surprise I got. Now your sorrow, you are very sad, right? Your happiness, your wonderness, you're surprised, your sorrowness, you're sad. Oh my God, my pet dog died. Now you are very angry with someone, excessive angry, you're extremely angry with someone. Now that is also your overflowing of your emotions. So these all expresses your overflow of emotions which can be of happiness, which can be of surprise or wonder, which can be of sorrowness, which can be of extreme angerness as well. So it takes, when we say the exclamatory sentences, it takes an exclamation mark at the end. If you see, this is an exclamation mark, okay? Exclamation mark at the end of the sentence is always used. It is always used when we exclaim something. For example, what a day it was. Now the day was very good. I would say what a day it was. Now the second example, I cannot believe he could do this. I cannot believe he would do this. Now someone has done something or someone has topped the IS IPS board, civil service examination boards. So I am into utter surprise. Oh my God, I cannot believe he would do this. He has done that thing. It can also be in the negative form. I cannot believe he would do this. He is a thief, he is a murderer, or he has stolen something. So when you are going to express your sudden emotions, your sudden feelings, This kind of sentences are going to fall under the category of exclamatory sentences. Now let's have a preview of the things we have learned. What does a sentence mean? A sentence is a group of words which is arranged in a proper structure to give you a complete sense or a complete meaning. Okay, so it has different parts like your subject, your verb, your object and your predicate. So what is the structure of a sentence? It is a subject plus your verb plus your object. That is the structure of a sentence. It is also of different types. You can have different types of sentences, like when you are going to give us a statement or your opinion, that is a declarative sentence. When you are going to ask somebody a question, that is an interrogative sentence. When you are going to give a command, when you are going to give a request, when you are giving an order, those kind of sentences fall under the category of imperative sentences. And when you are going to show your sudden emotions, your sudden feelings, those kind of sentences falls under your exclamatory sentences. I hope you have all understood what we went through in this class. I have given a very small assignment which you can fill it up and click a picture and send it to me. Right, students? Like fill in the blanks, answer these questions, fill in the blanks. So this comes under your declarative sentence. Answer these questions. It comes under your interrogative sentences. Rearrange the sentences in proper structure. You have to arrange these sentences in proper structure which would be following the structure of sentences, and you can very easily do this. For example, let me tell you the very first one. The book in the bag is. So what can be the correct answer? The book is in the bag. Okay. So this is a very short. I have just given you an example. The first one, my name is, everyone knows their name. So I can say my name is Smritishri Aprajita. How many people live in your house? Now I have forgotten to give a question mark over here. Okay. How many people live in your house? So that is, I have to tell how many numbers of people live in my house. So there are 15 people in my house, or there are 15 members in my house. I'll be asking a question, that is an interrogative sentence, and when you are answering it back, it is a declarative or assertive sentence. Declarative sentences are also known as assertive sentences. I hope students you all are very clear of these 4 types of sentences, the parts of sentence, the structure of sentence, and as well the definition of sentence. So in the next class, I would ask you, and we are going to go to a very short review of these. Thank you so much everyone.